Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. There we go. Sometimes you have to fiddle with it just to select the right microphone, and then eventually my voice, then my PNGs to react timely and accordingly. Okay. What's up, everybody? This is your boy XP Story Gamer, EXP Story Gamers. Coming in today to continue with Scarlet Nexus. Yo, Haseo. Yeah, yeah, that message earlier you shared with me, yeah, that was really hectic and frustrating. I give you that one. But just to bring it home, I'm certain that now it's at least been resolved. To give you a breath of fresh air, or do you still have to change some more stuff, all that kind of jazz? You know what I'm talking about, you know what you shared with me. Because yeah, you wouldn't want that to remain as a problem and for the rest of your entire day and whatnot, especially with what you need it for. So I just want it, but yeah, stuff like that has to be resolved pretty quickly. Yeah, but that was crazy what you told me. But yeah, today is Scarlet Nexus. So continuing the rest of the story with that. Hectic of a story, all those things collapsing at once, leading to now putting a stop to this Conad gate that seems to be spreading across the continent, across the world, consuming, taking over almost just about every near damn thing in the society, in the Earth planet as a whole. I know I left also a long message about what I mean, it was just a quick mention of the way what I felt when I thought about the end of the Amphorius saga of Honkai Star Rail. That all the Chrysos heirs are now inside the book as I've written, as their eternal page, as sort of like memo sprites, data sprites for now. But as I've come to learn, there's the possibility that they will eventually become real people. They'll come out of that page and they'll actually have real lives, real people. But yeah, I just saw your yeah there, yeah. But I think when you look at it, Hassel, this sounds like, because I've seen other people's thoughts on like Reddit and other places, this sounds like this is potential to bring them back as different people. You know what I mean? Like, they might still talk the same way, they might still, but they could come back as a different 5-star character if they wanted them to. That's the potential that I could see happening. All the Chrysos heirs, when they come back, they get like a different form. They're reborn in a different look, different abilities or something, or similar abilities to their original, but now they've changed. So you might expect a different 5-star of like Cypher. You know what I mean? A different kind of Cypher. Yeah, you see the yep right there in agreement, which is really exciting. So we might get a different kind of Cypher, Hysolins, Sahedra, Mydamos, Phynon, yeah, Hysolin, Hyacinth, everywhere, Agalea, Tribute. We might get Tribios in her original woman form, but like with a different ability. You know what I mean? Not the little kid versions of herself, but like the adult version, but like a different kind of abilities. And because they'll be in the real world, they'll be tied to aeons. So they will be, some of them might become Pathstriders. Who knows? One of them might find on, what if he becomes an Emanator? Well, he was Emanator of Destruction. So, right? Wasn't he an Emanator or Path? Was he an Emanator or Pathstrider? I think he wasn't an Emanator of Destruction or Pathstrider. I believe he was an Emanator of Destruction already. But yeah, what I'm saying is, yeah, each of them are going to have the potential to have their identities in a different way, which I wouldn't be surprised if they do that. Elation, Cypher, Tribby. Gotcha. They would be Elation. Yeah, they would be Elation. Yeah, Cypher's Elation, obviously. So, just seeing them reborn and coming in the paths in which they would belong, most definitely belong to in the universe of Honkai Star Rail outside of Amphoreus' Titans. You know, obviously they're going to have some kind of capabilities that you didn't see them do before. So now the only sad thing that I've also come to realizing is Cyrene. She sacrificed herself going into her past and creating a loop just to prevent Iron Tomb from reviving. Oh my goodness. I also, another thing that was a nod to the original Alicia in Honkai Impact the Third was the Hersher of Human Ego. And then when the Cyrene, that's the flower seed, the flower of memory that bloomed to form that form of Cyrene. She mentioned ego. Yeah, she mentioned ego in the Honkai Star Rail in the dialogue as she was going backwards in the past to do one final thing. And so when she mentioned it, I was like, oh yeah, that's the Hersher of Human Ego thing, because that's what her form is supposed to represent anyway, ironically, because she's the she's this bubble world's Alicia, pretty much. So it makes sense. Oh, I mean, he became, so he would beat him. He became Iron Tomb, so he's definitely an Emanator. Ain't no doubt about that, definitely. Yeah. That's true. It would make much more sense. That's the part that got to me. What we saw fully was just a shell, an empty shell. It was just a shell. It was just a casing. Cyrene, or that version of Cyrene, would end up becoming Fully, so she rejected the idea of becoming an Aeon, Fully herself. She would reject the idea of becoming Fully entirely. That was the insane, because it said only a pure child of Asvarana, which obviously was her, would end up becoming Fully. And so she rejected it by doing what she did. Yeah, so her sacrifice prevented that from even happening too. I mean, you still got Fully's gaze, but it's just a shell of a representation of Fully. It's not even fully like literally born. It's such a strange paradox. This game got a lot of paradoxes and stuff in it. Some of it is just hard to grasp. It's like, when I heard that, I was like, wait, you're bored yet? That is so confusing. But then again, Amphoreus is a lot of time reoccurrences and all that kind of jazz and everything in a simulation. So it's a very oddly confusing state of affairs that goes on in the galaxy of Honkai Star Rail. But I'm glad the Chrysos heirs, they're pretty much alive within the book. That's true. March can become Fully too. That's another thing I have to bear in mind, because they showed her for a moment when it was mentioned. So she could also become Fully herself. So just because Cyrene did the loop thing, doesn't mean March can't become Fully. That's going to be based on March herself. What was still got me though was when Enigmata was mentioned. Oh, that was crazy. Around Evernight, that was insane. Wait, the Emanator? Enigmata's involved? What? That's what she meant when she said Oblivion. She said Enigmata. I was like, oh man, I wonder why. That was even more crazier, bro. But yeah, any of the children, as a pure child of Azrana, can become fully. But the idea that fully was even born yet was crazy. A lot of time paradoxes, a lot of memory. It's so strange. It is so strange. Yeah, let's go over the names of the 4 paths. One of them is destruction, right? Was it destruction? The 4 paths leading to finality. Destruction. Was remembrance one of them? Let's see. Destruction. I don't think it was remembrance, was it? What else? Was Enigmata one of those paths? I mean, it was mentioned, but I don't remember it being mentioned as one of the 4 paths leading to finality. But I know destruction is one of the main ones. I'm just trying to remember the other 3 per se. So it doesn't hurt to do a little recap. Remembrance. Yeah, I think I'm trying to remember. Remembrance was one of them too. And then there's the other 2. But you recall all 4 yourself? The whole finality thing and everything, bro. Yeah, I mean, geez. So now I'm doing the Penacody main quest, Trailblazer quest in there, bro. I'm now starting that one. But the battle against Iron Tomb indeed had its closing epic. Talk about epic, considering its Greek mythology based inspiration, so epic is the term to add to that. Very well. I like the big attack with the Demiurge Cyrene. But that the heart of Amphorius was left by a noose spore, but it was noose that left this little digitized memory that was the heart of Amphorius. Even the little dialogue with the noose was interesting. But it was mainly Herda through noose, in which the question is, why do you trailblaze was being asked. There was just a lot of unique stuff that was happening. Things that would probably have me filling out a lot of paperwork and probably have like a bunch of case files and a big chalkboard or a big board of pinpoints just trying to put the pieces together. Crumpling mess everywhere, and it's just like a lot of coffee stain or tea stains, just like a lot of paperwork, a lot of investigation to deal with. Yeah, Honkai Star Rail, Honkai series, they're full of a lot of lore bits. So is Genshin Impact, obviously. I don't know what to feel or think about having to find that the Torre is coming back, though I think it's just no big surprise at this point. I mean, he does have like segments of himself. It's hard to tell which one's even the real one. So is this one even the real one, or is this just another segment? But when I saw that trailer that he was able to do Raiden Mei's Raiden Shogun's attack, was it with that when he stole that attack, that was insane. That was crazy. It's like he actually did that attack in the trailer. So it's like he's in some kind of spatial world. He's in the spatial place, and you could tell like he has some kind of spatial element to him. His look is different, and yeah, he still has those 3 things on his back that represents the moon things he used to have. So maybe, I don't know if this is the segment that we just destroyed. Yeah, Remembrance and Destruction were the 2, definitely. Nihility, that's the one I was on. That's the one that didn't reach my head. Nihility is definitely one of those. And Harmony was one of them. That leads to finality. I still got to wrap my head around all this, man. I still got to wrap my head around all this. I wonder what that battle against that swordsman of the destruction emanators, or the one of the Lord Ravagers, the one with the sword that we saw fight Finon. Wonder what that battle will be like later. Not to mention Calicella Nova, the anti-Harmony, the one in the that pilot that runs the ships. There's just so many of these Lord Ravagers. One of them is now completely gone, and it's just now it's just Cyrene continuing her little loop, so it will never come back. Never even have the chance. That's just one of the Lord Ravagers we literally destroyed. Now we just got Asat Pramod, who is involved in Plan Arcadia. So I'm curious how that big boss fight will be later on. What will be like dealing with that guy. But I'm pretty certain Aha will be involved, because this is anti-elation. And so it's kind of like having someone to clamp on his on Elation's game is just it's just a rival that's just trying to stamp out all the quote unquote fun in a way. If I say so myself. But once I get to Plan Arcadia, hopefully I finish through the Penacony quest line. I mean, these trailblazing missions are pretty long, so it takes about almost all day to go through, especially I have to swarm through a lot of, sometimes I have to speed through a lot of the dialogue. I'll listen to some dialogue points, but I'll try my best to speed through. But once the Penacony quest line is done, then Plan Arcadia is next. I'm just glad I got Silver Wolf and her light cone. Let's give it a hand, folks. Like even you got it too, Isaiah. So we both got it evenly, greatly, and I'm glad. So now we have what's her name? Pink Hairs. You trying to pull for her next? I started pulls on her. I just did it anyway because I need to just make pulls on the banner and just start doing that anyway. So even if I get her, great. If I don't get her, I've at least done a good amount of pulling. So that's what I'm doing right now. But are you going for her? Or are you skipping her? What are you doing? Pulling for her as well. Nice. Yep, so she's the one I'm definitely pulling for. One heck of a story. But it was basically a story of people who were living in a just eternal recurrence, what appeared to be eternal recurrence. It wasn't eternal, but it was so many numbers, like 33 minutes, like it was so much of a recurrence. It felt like it was infinitesimal, eternal. But only took the greatest number to finally get to the point where we would then end up having to activate Iron Tomb, where I had to fight Phynon in his destructive form to then activate and open up Iron Tomb. Since he is the vessel, he became it. And that sword attack was insane, but I like when we countered that sword. I was like, yes! At the final battle, and destroyed it completely. Yeah, so this Lord Ravager is completely gone. Stopped completely. Now it's just travel, but no 5-star showed up. Now trying for Evanesia. Yeah. I know I didn't get an opportunity. I wasn't able to get. I remember when Dahlia came out. I'm trying to remember. I only did like a few pull. I think it's because I was busy, so I didn't really get a chance to try to go for her and pull her. But I think I might have a little bit, but not much. Well, Evanesia is available, so I'm pulling for her. See if I get her. I noticed Silver Wolf does something where I think it's like either a status effect or something. She has a passive. A Silver Wolf level 999 has a passive or something. It's supposed to do something with the status effects or something like that. Like prevent it or cleanse you of it or something. Because I saw it activate during my Iron Tomb fight. I like the fact that I got to play as like the different kind of... You get to use some of the story characters, which really worked out well. So I just picked the team best for both battles, because you had the first set and then the second set after, where it appeared that Iron Tomb won at first, but we reversed that and everyone was brought back. And it's kind of like what happened in our fight against Sunday, where you fight him in the first set and then you get like sent into then you realize it's a dream, and because Genuine come, but you found it's like a dream sequence, it's not real. And then you break free and you enter the reality where you fight him again a second time. And this time it's the last battle for real. I still remember the insanity you told me about dealing with Svarog in the DU setting, which was BS. What you told me, and when you described everything, I was like, "Oh my god, that's crazy. That's messed up." It's like, why? How did that even happen? How did it even happen? Okay. Yeah, that's what happened. Exactly. Which was nice, by the way. Yeah, the Chrysal's errors are in the book as I've written. Data, spiritually, memory, all that. Yeah, the eternal recurrence, it turned out to be such a large number. But it was such a large data sprites of a large data bank and simulation that eventually, finally, got dealt with. And it was all by experimentation of one of the vessels of Xander, one Kuwabara. Because he said there was 9 of them, and Lycurgus is only one of them. And that one's completely retired now to the grave. So I wonder where the 8 others are. But I found what was very fascinating was the meeting with the Genius Society members. You had Dr. Primitive sounding very sinister, sounding like someone who is mad scientist like in a way, if you get my drift. He said it was ER all over. Oh my goodness. Yeah, yeah, someone named Ash or Asha. Yeah, the Lord of Silence, Polka Kakamon, which looking at their image, their face is literally obscured by like some data boxes, digital boxes. But it looks like they're female. Their voices are masked, of course, but they're known as the Lord of Silence, and it sounds like they're pretty powerful. As pretty much I read up something that they kind of were the reason why Kuwabara, Xandar 1 Kuwabara was dealt with, or sort of something happened between, like, where she did something, but from what it sounds like, she's Lord of Silence is pretty powerful. There's probably a reason why she's probably known as Lord of Silence. She could be an emanator of the erudition, maybe, or something else. But sounds pretty powerful. And even this Dr. Primitive is really something. And this Asha person. So I look forward to see what those characters. And there's someone, I know they mentioned Stephen Lloyd. He's like a hacker, data person of sort. Still don't know what this guy looks like. So I don't know if he's like an NPC or a playable character, but he sounds special. So there's a lot of special characters that are mentioned in Genius Society. So she was mentioned in one of Silverwolf's animation. I have to look back into it. Is it the more recent Silverwolf animations from Planet Arcadia, by the way? Oh, in that one? Then I'll probably take a look. Yeah, but she must sound very powerful. All right, so I'll do a BRB real quick. And then we'll get right to the game and stuff like that. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, you should be able to hear me. Looks like a sound is going through. All right. Remove my book in case it gets in the way of dialogue. Gets in the way of the writing on the screen. Where's my water bottle? Woo! 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 So, I don't know if I'm gonna play as Kasana immediately after playing as Zuito. As you know, I got other games in my roster I want to stream, so I don't think I'm gonna try to pull that off. Precisely, I wasn't planning on thinking I could do that at the time. If I want to, I might be later on, but like looking at where my time is right now and how many games that I'm already playing, I've been streaming the same game for a while now. So I'm rushing to want to get these ones done. I want to say they're done, son. But that doesn't mean I don't have the full story of the other half, which is Kasana, which I can do on my spare time if I want to. We just do that instead. Oh, good, the air's on. Oh, yeah, because it was hot. It is hot. For real, it is hot. Even with the fan on, this room is hot. Oh, almost. There we go. Because I figured I caught it. I was like, oh wait, let me turn this on. There we go. I interacted with them so much. Ugh. That's fine. I just noticed that sticking out of the side of his head. I was like, wait, he got like a horn right there? What's going on? I just now noticed. Like single horn. Like what? So these two I'm at level 4, and these two are level 3. Got it. Hanabi, Gemma, Luca, and Sugumi. Wow. Yeah, phase 8, collecting pieces of unknown history. There's this, there's this quest. There's still more. Done a lot of Bond episodes thus far. Yeah, I have to bear in mind my little stat support and updates, so that way it'll last a bit longer in these battles. Of course, I can enhance the power and make him more stronger, to have more oomph to his attacks and more damage. Of course, that's another thing also can bear in mind about that. I can always change stuff later.
スオに戻る前に少し休んでおくか。さて、スオに向かおうと思うけど、俺たちは反逆者ってことになってるんだよな。
スオに入った途端、国防軍とか海抜軍に追いかけられちゃうのかな。
しかし逆に捕まれば、申し開きとして本部長に会える可能性もなくはないか。
その前に人格矯正されてしまうでしょう。
いろいろ考えたんだけどさ、兄貴に会いたいって正面から乗り込むのがいいんじゃないかと思って。
ユイとタイタ
ン、俺たちがいろいろ駆け回って秘密を知ってしまったことは向こうも分かってるだろう。兄貴はスメラギの家の名をすごく大事にしてる。だから俺を説得して取り込みたいと考えると思う。多分俺を反逆者にしたのも、そうすれば俺が兄貴に泣きついてくると思ったんじゃないか。
そんな。
想像だけどな。兄貴はきっと俺が来るのを待ってると思
う。わかりました。ですが戦闘になる覚悟はしておくべきだと思います。
ああ、わかってる。
カイトさんがユイとの話を聞いてくれるといいね。
可能なら向こうから情報を引き出せればなおいいな。俺たちが知らない話もまだまだあるはずだ。
そうですね。海抜軍のトップですし、評議会議員の中でも特に重要な機密を握っている可能性は高そうです。
となると、やっぱやってみる価値はあるか。
渡る？どうかしたか？
ちょっとな。俺はここからどうお前らをサポートするか考えてたんだよ。任せといてくれ。
ああ、いつも通りよろしく頼むよ。それじゃあスオに出発しよう。
Ain't that something?
スオ全域に非常事態宣言が発令されています。住民は至急最寄りのシェルターへ退避してください。
何これ、どういうこと？兵士も全然いない。隠れてるだけ。この辺り一帯、国防軍が取り囲んでる。
反逆者を待ち伏せてるにしちゃ違和感あるな。いかにも何か企んでますって感じだぜ。
たとえ罠だろうが正面突破するしかないさ。とにかく海抜軍本部まで一気に。
誰か一人こっちに来る。あれは
Nagi.
会いたかったぜ。
Damn near crazy Nagi.
ナギ、どうしてここに？
Literally, the way he's talking and behaving. Sheesh, bro.
随分とのんきなもんだな。
Do you need to go to the institute, bro? You alright, bro? Yeah, you're not alright.
ナギと私たちを戦わせるのが。
Don't make me give you my azure gaze, bro.
そんなのダメだ。
Make me do it.
戦う必要なんてない。ナギ、 俺と一緒に逃げよう。それから人格矯正を解く方法を探そう。矯正できるんだから。
And again, you probably got a lot of baggage hiding behind your moral plate.
寝ぼけてんなよ。これからお楽しみの時間だぜ。お前をぶっ殺して脳みそ引きずり出すんだからな。
Yeah, you got a lot of it written all over you, man.
もしかして
I know I'm just playing, but
命令されているのではないでしょうか。
but yeah, like he's just wild at this point.
ユイト、お前なら俺の頼み聞いてくれるよな。お前の脳みそよこ
He said, "Give me your brain." Oh boy.
なんて力だ。人格矯正だけじゃない。
Oh, look
何
at
らか
that.
の超能力強化処置を受けたに違いありません。
くそ。なんで
Now he wants
なんで
brains.
こうなるんだ。俺たち戦うしかないのかよ、ナギ。
So are you a psycho-based zombie or something?
すぐに首飛ばしてやるからさ。
Sheesh, leash.
ナギ、どうせ抵抗するんだろ。せいぜいあがけよ。それを楽しませ。
よろしく。
気分がいいぜ。
チャクラムの動きを読み切れないときは俺の超能力を使うといい。
ナギの超能力は飛躍的に高まっています。一瞬でも躊躇すれば命取りです。
ユイトを殺させはしない。ナギを全力で止めるぞ。
ナギ、アイエス体質的に合わないって言われてたはずなのに。
おそらく脳への悪影響などお構いなしで超能力強化のためにつけさせられたのでしょう。そんなのひどすぎるよ。人のなんだと思ってるの。
Oh boy.
大技を仕掛けてくるぞ。
お前が死ねば。
警戒しろ。
仕切り直した。
うまく使ってください。
ナギにもかなり負荷がかかってるはず。もしかしたら脳に異常か。
このままじゃ。これでよし。
My bad.
まだ戦える。これでよし。
喜んで。
俺が盾になる。
頭が割れる。
My bad, I ran into that one. Oh, there's still more. He's shooting them.
うまく使ってください。
仮病現場。
We gotta get him more and more. Let's go. Oh boy.
いつまでこんなこと続ければいいんだ。
That was close.
ありがとうハラミ。目を使わせてくれ。
気を緩めずに。
Ah. Thought Luca would help me with that part, but he got to me right when I was hitting with Luca. Damn it. I'm still learning to get used to this game. I mean, it's a very different, unique game experience compared to many other games I've played, and it's getting used to the combat. That's what I'm still working on. There are times when I get it right, and there are times when I obviously make a mistake. I mean, this just happens with almost any game, obviously. But then eventually I master it, but it takes me time because either just brushing back up on the basics, or I'm transferring from a different game to the next.
チャクラムの動きを読み切れないときは俺の超能力を使うといい。
頼むつぐみ、サポート頼む。
ほら貸してあげる。集中すればナギの様子が変わった。どこかに隙が生まれるかも。ナギの超能力は飛躍的に高まっています。一瞬でも躊躇すれば命取りです。
殺させはしない。ナギを全力で止めるぞ。
バイアスは体質的に合わないって言われてたはずなのに。
おそらく脳への悪影響などお構いなしで超能力強化のためにつけさせられたのでしょう。そんなのひどすぎるよ。人を何だと思ってるの。
目を使わせてくれ。
喜んで。 私が守るんだから。
ありがとうハラミ。
ルカよろしく。炎をもらうぞ。ナギ。
Gotcha.
間に合いましたね。
助かったよルカ。俺の力を見ろ。俺の力を見ろ。俺にできないことなんてないんだ。みんなを守るよ。
来い。いや、サポート頼む。
遠慮なく使ってくれ。
かなりいいぞだ。
Gotcha.
ナギ、止まってくれ。
なんでだよ。なんで死んでくれないんだよ。イト。
もうやめてくれ。こんな戦い意味がない。
黙れ黙れ黙れ。お前を殺すんだ。手に入れる。入れなきゃ俺は。
ナギ、どうした。
違う。うるさい。命令するな。やめろ。くそ。
ナギ。
なんだよこれ。なんで俺こんな。
ナギの脳こんなひどい。
ユイト、動かしてはいけません。
しっかりしろ。
あ、ユイト。俺は
ナギ、お前人格が元に戻ったのか。
ごめん。俺わけわかんなくなっちゃって。お前を殺さないとって
So he said it was a voice was telling him he had to kill him.
声が。
謝るなよ。お前は何も悪くない。悪いのは全部お前をそんなにした奴らだ。
There's either a voices in my head, kind of psychological, mental health matter disorder or so, or
苦しくて。
someone or something else is communicating into his brain, telling him to do it.
お前を殺せって。従わない。
Okay. I see. All right.
怖くて。
I think I recall how this started, where he was fine, and then that thing with the incident happened at the time when what's his name betrayed the group. Trevor's Luca's brother. Yeah, I remember the incident where he started losing his mind, and then that happened, and then yeah. Oh boy.
繰り返し人格強制
Yeah.
が行われたのだろ
It's all kinds of messed
う。
up.
なぜこんなむごいことができる。
俺は大丈夫だ。だからナギが自分を責める必要はない。脅したって怖がらなくていい。
Personality rehabilitation. That's crazy. The titles that they'll come up with just to make it sound like it's something of, oh, your personality's bad, we're gonna try to fix it. No, it's not that their personality's bad.
こんなことになっちゃ
It's
ったん
just
だろう
it's pretty much a cosign for mind
一緒
control
に
and
訓練生の時
and direction
頑張ってきた
and control and overhaul.
やっと憧れの海抜軍に入って瀬戸隊に配属されてまたお前と一緒に
Ah.
バカやったりできるって思ってた。そうだ、瀬戸隊長、俺謝らなきゃ。でももう今さら遅いよな。もし死ぬ時はカイと戦ってかっこよく散るんだって想像してさ、俺もヒーローになんて、それがどこで
We're about to lose this brother, man. Lose this brother, bro.
ああユイと
I don't know what to make of it, honestly. I mean, I'm at this point. I've gotten so far. There's so much stuff that's come to
どうすれ
revelation.
ばよ
Like,
かったのかな。
ナギナギなナギ、お前は間違ってない。間違ってるのはお前をこんな風にしたこの国そのものだ。不安になってた俺にまずは一人前の海抜軍になろうってお前言ってくれたよな。俺大勢の人を救いたいなんて言ってお前一人守れなかった。ごめんな。お前の無念は俺が必ず俺が晴らすから。約束は絶対守るよナギ。
ユイト、
大丈夫だ。
ここに置いていくの辛いね。
後でちゃんとしてやろう。今は兄貴に会いに行かなきゃいけない。兄貴も政府の人間だ。ここでナギが俺を待ち伏せていたことにも関係があるのかもしれない。
そんな、まさかカイトさんがナギを使ってユイトを狙ったっていうの？
わからない。どっちにしろ会えばはっきりすることだ。
海抜軍本部までの経路周辺、国防軍が集まってきてる。
あっちは反逆者捕獲を諦めてないらしい。お前らの相手じゃないだろうが一応気をつけてくれ。それからユイト、無理はすんなよ。
ありがとう渡れ。それじゃあ海抜軍本部へ向かおう。
let's see. The thing is, you have these like
渡る、海抜軍本部の中はどうなってる？渡る、聞いてるのか？
these young folks
ああ悪い。
and such, like, and then you got like an older person like Gemma. They're all like involved in these this whole entire squadron OSF that were sent out dealing with others only to have this all be operative with many secrets, many things that turns out to be lies. Right now, when you think about it, the truth is what's setting them free in a direction where now it's a question of what their freedom will be from this point forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything is converging to this moment. And we're back where we started. We're back in Suo, the place where you had the headquarters. I mean, they had their hideout and everything. And then now it's like, with the music and everything, it's like you're coming back into like an almost near empty, because they went in evacuation, near barren city. But all back to the one place where it all began for the group. Branded as traitors and everything. Oh, man. Streets are empty, you know, it's just like you're just wandering in like an empty space. Like the little rain accents, you know, the rain flooring detail. I mean, this is a simple game, but like I do like a little bit of the environmental level design kind of aspects of things. I mean, this is like, look at it. Look at all this. This is just an example of what a very ad-heavy futuristic society could look like. All screens on buildings everywhere. Like, I mean, there are buildings who might not have it. There are buildings who will have a lot. Mostly marketplace kind of buildings. Digitized ads, all digitized billboards everywhere, you know. I think Ghost in the Shell did a similar thing too. So you kind of have like references like Ghost in the Shell. I'm just trying to think of what all the like if you can think of like what are the like what were y'all favorite, like, what was your favorite like futuristic anime kind of series, you know what I mean? I mean, Ghost in the Shell was like one of my top favorites. Grew up around that one. I remember the movie a long time ago, and then they made the series and they had Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex. SAC, Standalone Complex. That was my favorite. I think it went on for like 2 or 3 seasons. Remember the one they did with the Laughing Man, and then the other one, the paper crane guy. You know, there was like a lot of cases.
Yeah.
The paper crane guy was really something else. Once you found out who he was, you find out the backstory, the main character, you find out more, you're just like, oh wow, so that's who he was. That he knew the main character, the main girl, so to speak. Now the way I look at this game is kind of like an example of characters who trying to establish a sense of themselves as a group, and of their identity and their capabilities and who they are and where they're going, in the sense of everything that's been unveiled and what's at stake now. Like this is like an all hands on deck major conspiracy and gin that's literally happening right before the eyes of the group and everything. And big thing that's not a conspiracy, but like literally right before their eyes. Just all this crazy stuff. And now we're inside OSFC side. We are inside. I don't recall even coming in here and actually seeing what's
本部
inside.
に入ってから
Maybe we saw a glimpse. I remember earlier, I think we did, but not like
人払い
this
され
hallway
て
or
るん
anything
だ
like
と思う
that.
この部屋の中に
He's Sumeragi's the one in that room.
やっぱり俺
Oh
が来る
boy.
の待ってるんだな。
Here we go.
悪いがこの先俺のサポートは難しくなると思う。
ネットが遮断される。
いやそうじゃないんだが理由は後で話すよ。
Could be the tracking thing. It could be among other things.
わかった。任せてくれ。
I mean, they're all tied to this
みん
network.
ないいか。行くぞ。
So I wouldn't say it's all completely like privacy kind of thing. I think it's like... All right, here we go.
兄さん。
There's his brother.
やはり来たか。ユイと。
セーランとのことでニューヒムカ政府に話したいことがあってここへ来た。兄さんなら政府の人間の一人として話を聞いてくれるんじゃないかと思って。
そのためにはお前の身柄の保護が条件だ。反逆者認定も取り消してほしいだろう。
だけど話の前に兄さんに聞きたいことがある。ナギに俺を狙わせたのは兄さんなのか。
だとしたらなんだ。
そんな、
本
当に。
しかし奴は失敗した。散々強化処置もしてやったのに。
Think about the coldness of that statement of what he just said right there.
ナギを侮辱するな。
Yeah, that's enough for him to lash out like that, obviously. Just by that statement. We gave him so much of it, but he's such a oh, you piece of like literally.
なぜだ。なんでだよ。
Just how cold that sounds, bro.
ナギがあいつが何をした。
怪異化の秘密を知ったから人格矯正されたなどということはもう知っているのだろう。海抜軍隊員は超能力強化実験の被験体としてちょうどいい。それにユイとお前を手なずけるためにもな。お前のその力、特別な重力操作能力を持つ脳、ニューヒムカにはそれが必要だ。友人をけしかければ観念して言うことを聞くだろうと思っていたが、本当にお前は俺を苛立たせる。
What makes you think he would be the open the idea for that anyway?
俺の超能力のために
Oh my
ナギをあ
goodness.
んな風にしたっていうのかよ。
I
お前
mean,
がおとなしく政府に従っていれば、私もこんな方法を
I'm
取る
just
必
saying.
要はなかったんだ。反逆者認定された時に、さっさと私のところへ泣きついてくれば。
oh, now you want to point fingers.
お前は昔からそうだ。勝手に自分で物事を決め、勝手に行動に移して。
I mean, well, you do whatever you want because you don't listen to my advice.
スメラギ家の者としての自覚がまるでない。だから父さんもお前には話さなかったんだ。
何をだよ。
And what is
我々の
Sumeragi?
使命は、ヤクモスメラギの悲願達成にあるということだ。
I see.
ヤクモスメラギの
So there's some things that Yakimo Sumeragi wanted accomplished. Obviously.
余計なこと
I don't want to know what it is.
お前たちが知る必要
Oh, yeah, you don't want to share it.
もしかしてそれは月と関係している
Yeah,
の
the
では。
moon thing.
ヤクモ
I
ス
remember
メラ
that.
ギは月からの最初の移民なのですから。
お前たち
Hmm.
どこでそれを。
渡月、私たち渡月へ行ってニューヒムカが隠している情報をたくさん手に入れた。
You didn't think-
姿を消したと思ったら
Oh, what? You
奴らのところへ
you
行っ
didn't
てい
think
たのか
they? You probably didn't think they were gonna go there, huh?
話したいことがあるって
You didn't expect that?
渡月の企みを止めないとニューヒムカも大変だ。
渡月のことなど何一つ信じるに値しない。まさか奴らの洗脳を受けてはいないだろうな。
So you're saying they've been
洗
brainwashed?
脳してるのはどっちだよ。
Hmm.
俺たちは渡月で聞いた話を自分たちで検討してある程度の確信を持ってる。
黙れ。ヤクもスメラギの崇高な使命を知りもせず渡月の口車に乗せられたのだろう。
All right, then why don't you say
お
it?
前たちに本当の歴史の一端を教えてやる。
Okay.
かつて月の人類は人口削減を目的として我らが偉大なる層地球へと
Want
追
to
い
reduce human population on the moon? Okay.
そればかりか断絶の帯を作り出し移民たちを地球に閉じ込めた。
So they created it and still the colonists on Earth.
断絶の帯は月の人たち
So
が
they
作ったもの
created
だっ
it.
たの？
That's what he's saying.
これだけでも月がどれほど非道かわかるだろう。真空の果てにニューヒムカを建国したヤクもスメラギは決意した。己の代で成し遂げられなくとも構わない。いつか
You will destroy and attack the moon.
月へ攻め込もうと。我らはヤクもスメラギの意志を引き継ぎ月へ復讐を行
So
わなければ
because the
ならない
extinction
の
belt
だ。
sealed them on the Earth, on the planet,
それが
So-
悲願なのか。
they wanted revenge for that?
そうだ。建国の父の意志にして遂行すべき使命。ニューヒムカのすべてはそのために存在する。これで分かっただろう、ユイト。お前のなすべきことがヤクモの子孫であるスメラギの者としての責務が。お前の重力操作能力を使えば断絶の帯を動かせる。月への道を切り開
That's
き
what they want his
復
gravikinesis
讐を
for.
果たす時が来たのだ。
俺
To
には
attack those
断
on the
絶の
moon.
帯を動かすほどの力なんて。
サスでつないだ全国民の脳を活用すれば可能だ。たとえ一般人程度の脳であっても、何千何万の数をつなげば脳機能を大幅に拡張することができる。そうしたあまたな脳を超能力者に接続することでニューヒムカの戦力を飛躍的に高められるのだ。
一般国民をサスでつなぐということですか？バカな！超能力者でなければサスには耐えられない。
耐えられなくとも構わない。必要なのは脳という生体パーツに過ぎないのだから。
Brains.
むしろ邪魔な意識など消し去ればいい。
Honestly, you're some kind of psychotic
たやすいことだ。
or psychokinetic zombies at this point or
俺もみん
something.
なも道具じゃない。
Or psychological zombies. We want
兄さん
this version, not in terms of eating the brains, but like
おかしいと思わないのかよ。
using it for a different purpose. But
でも
yeah, 2,000-year-old thing. This is crazy.
断絶の帯を作ったり。でも全国民を勝手に巻き込んでいいことなのか。
それがヤクもスメラギの意志だ。
ヤクモってとっくの昔に死んだ人じゃないか。
ヤクもスメラギは生きている。
兄さん
Ah,
何を。
is alive.
あの方はスオーの地下深くに眠り、今
Okay, so you probably have him in
復讐の時を待ち続けているのだ。
cryo sleep
ま
then.
さかコールドスリープ。
Just like the other guy who was, yeah, Kagura was in cryo sleep.
私も初めて父から聞いた時は驚いたよ。そして同時に悟ったのだ。自らの負う宿命をな。大人になれ、ユイト。スメラギ家の一員として理解しなければならない事情はいくらでもある。
宿命なんだよそれ。2000年前からの伝統だから。スメラギの人間だから。そんなのは思考停止の言い訳だ。俺は兄さんみたいになるつもりはない。自分の手で真実を探して見つけて自分の頭で考えて判断したいんだ。
家の名を失うことになるぞ。
構わないよ。スメラギの名前がなくても俺は俺だ。
ユイト、お前。 こまで聞き分けがないとは思わなかった。仕方ない。力ずくで従ってもらうぞ。
俺の話も聞いてほしかったけど無理みたいだな。悪いけどここで捕まるつもりはない。
父さんに申し訳ないとは思わないのか。
悪いと思うよ。けど父さんは多分分かってくれると思う。
あのバカ者が。
Leash, leash.
重要な話がある。警備が来る前に本部を脱出してセーフゾーンへ行ってくれないか。
話って、いや分かった。とにかく今は急いでここから逃げないとだな。
これ以上本部にいるとさすがに目立つ。早くセーフゾーンへ移動した方がいい。
それ。
周辺に人影は。
渡る。話とは何だ。一旦スウォーを離れて作戦を立て直すべきじゃないのか。
いや、すぐに聞いてほしい話なんだ。実はな、さっきの本部長との会話なんだが、こっちの管制システムで取得した映像と音声を全部データとして記録するのに成功したぜ。
Alright.
なんだって？記録は禁止されてるって前に渡るが自分で言ってたじゃないか。
That's why he turned off the network,
禁
wasn't
止
it?
されてるってことはな、やろうと思えばできるつうことだよ。いろいろ細工は必要だったけどな。
なんて危険なことを。もしバレたら人格矯正どころじゃ済みませんよ。
危険なのはお互い様だろ。足がつかないように注意したが、まあ確かに無茶やったから二度目はないぜ。
そっか、サポートできないって言ったのはその細工に集中するってことだったんだね。
Interesting.
人の会話が映像データに。
ユイと吹雪さんから託されたパスのことを考えているんじゃないですか。
荒はきにアクセスすればデータを全国民に送信できる。
うん。吹雪連隊長の考えた作戦が実行できる。そうだよな。そしたら兄貴の立場は親父の名前も地に落ちることになるだろうな。
ユイと。
ユイト、もちろんお前の家に関わることでもあるが、お前が一人で責任を背負う必要はない。俺は隊長の判断を尊重するが、結果を共に負う覚悟もある。 俺たちはチームなのだからな。
ユイトには辛い決断を迫っていると思います。でも皆玄馬と同じ覚悟はありますよ。
みんな兄貴や親父が守ってきたもの、俺が壊すことが本当に正しいのか、正直言って迷いはあるよ。けど俺は知ってしまった。だったら行動したい。これは俺がやらなきゃいけないことなんだと思う。荒幅き行こう。そして兄貴たちがニューヒムカが隠していた真実をみんなに伝えよう。
分かった。みんなで必ず成功させようね。
決まりだな。荒幅きへ入るルートは用意した。事前に吹雪連隊長が情報を送っててくれたんだよ。
ありがとう、渡る。映像データのことも。やっぱり俺たちのオペレーターは頼りになるな。
俺は俺のできることをやっただけだよ。よし、荒幅きの位置データを送ったぞ。
みんなこのまま荒幅きへ向かおう。
Alright. Yep. Bridge of Purity. Here we go. Whoa, look at this. Humanity's wisdom. Yeah, this is, look, dude. Talk about beyond industrial, like, I'm talking about like futuristic tech plating style.
ここが荒幅きの中なの。昔社会見学に行った場所とはちょっと雰囲気が違う。
Oh, this place is insane looking.
荒幅きはスオーの地下に層構造で作られている。一般公開されているのはもっと上層
Like almost militarized armor kind of plating style.
荒幅きをコントロールするための制御層。
Well, they call it a secure site for a reason. It definitely looks secure, right? All that plating, all that design.
とにかくここのどこかから荒幅きへのアクセスが可能ってことだよな。
周辺に怪しいものや人影はない。でもこの先はかなり広いみたい。
わかった。何か見つけたら教えてくれ。まずはアクセス端末がありそうな場所を探そう。
結局カイトさんにはセーランとの戦争を止める話聞いてもらえなかったね。
あの感じじゃ渡月絡みってだけで聞く耳を持ってくれなさそうだったからな。
カイトさんびっくりしてたね。ユイトが反抗するなんて思ってなかったみたい。
そうだな。自分でも驚いたけど言いたいことが言えてちょっとすっきりした。
これまではあまり本部長と本音でやり取りする機会はなかったんですか？
全然。なんか遠慮もあってさ。兄貴は昔から親父の後を継ぐって言って俺とは全然違ったから。兄貴も自分の信じるものに従って行動したんだと思う。だからって許すことはできないけどさ。
兄弟であっても相互理解が叶うとは限りません。僕の兄さんもつかめない部分が多くて。
カレン元連隊長はうちの兄貴より手強そうだ。弟同士苦労するな。
そうですね。10時の方向から何か来る。これは怪異？
何？ここは人が出入りする場所だ。
Oh yeah, that thing you mentioned about night shouts here and LON. Oh.
も
もしくは
Can't wait to get her warrior. Yeah, you were mentioning that a little earlier.
考えてもしょうがないですね。
注意して進むしかないな。
All right.
荒幅機の中は通信状態が悪いな。映像データの受け渡しに
And
時間
look
が
at
か
this
かるかも。
place.
了解。なんとか急いでくれ。
やっと
行き止まりだが、橋を下ろせば道を作れそうだ。
でもあの橋跳ね上がってる。
Nice.
ってことはここはユイトの出番じゃない？
よし、うまくいった。これで先に進めるぞ。
Almost look like Legos too. But it's like the way even some of these designs is kind of like, you know, the Japanese kind of housing kind of or building structure designs, but it's all like this metallic plating, this platinum, whatever kind of silver metallic like plating or alloy, however, whatever material it is.
荒幅機の中に貝がいるってどう考えてもおかしいわ。
こんな閉鎖された空間にいるなんておかしい。誰かが。
ぺちゃんこだ。
なんでもない。うまく使ってください。
いいタイミングだ。炎をもらうぞ。
Gotcha. And you're done. There's some lasers there. Arabaki environment seats. Number 3, okay. right here. Oh, look at this. Huh, why ain't that something? What's going on over there, Haseo? What you doing? Are you doing any gacha gaming right now? What's happening, bro? Put me in on the details, bro. I mean, I can always ignore that. I just wanted to see if I can. Aside of a new game you just got? Oh. So the alien inside a new game you just got. Cool. I'll do it. Eternal vow, eternal bond. Whoa. Oh, nice one. Okay, there we go. Man, that's equivalent to like a tomato being thrown at my face. Come on, man. Nice. Nice. There we go. Oh. What? Oh, come on, bro. We're gonna find a save point fast. Real quick. Yeah, head back. All right. Okay. I'm glad I went back and got that save. Because when it says that, I've had that happen before. Other times my PS4 is okay. There's only been only a couple occasions where it says that. And then after some time, if I don't shut it off in time, it will shut off by itself. So I rush immediately to go back to the save. So I save my progress. And then just decided to turn the PS4 off to let it cool down. But at least we made some good progress. So I'm just gonna let my PS4 rest. I was gonna continue further, but considering that just happened, I don't think it's a good idea. So my PS4 is gonna need to rest for a little while. It's unfortunate it's happened at this time, but it's okay. It's okay. It's all good. At least now I got some progress going. We're on phase 9, and then yeah, we'll see what happens next. But at least I got to this point. Ain't that right, kitty? It's too bad. I wanted to continue further, but yeah, I don't want to try to go push further with my PS4 saying that to me. So that means, oh, my PS4 is gonna need a cool down. Yeah, so that kind of was a surprise. But what can I say with how further I just got just now is wow. Yeah, what happened with Nagi? Did this all for Yamato Sumeragi's sake. Was to get vengeance on the moon for putting the extinction belt over it in the first place. Still trying to find out though the others, more details about them though. I know they have to do something to do with them and these powers and everything, but also with this government and everything where these others seem to stem from. Kasane's sister turned one because that one person shot a shot at her and then turned into another. So there's a lot going on with that too. That still needs to be addressed. But yeah, the whole thing with the moon thing is just, man. We're talking about like a major can of worms opening up here. I think it's just the common thread of what can your life be when what is secrecy comes to light? What is in the dark comes to light. What can your life be next? And that's what I'm looking at this group here is what they gonna do, what they're doing now, and then what will they do if they find a way to put a stop to this Kunad gate? And will they prevent a war between from those of Earth to the moon? Like what is going to happen at the end of this is the question mark. What's going to be the future of New Himuka and all of the land and of the people of the moon and everything? What's going to be the future, you know? As we'll find out. Oh, my cat is over here sleeping. Hey, my cat is sleeping right now. You looking a little sweet, a little sleepy there, huh? Yeah, that's right. You a little sleepyhead, are you, kitty? Oh man. Oh, that's a nice yawn. Oh, the most mind-boggling stories of all in Scarlet Nexus. Oh my goodness. What a way to hit at the brains, literally. All from governments to secret organizations to this Dogetsu to this whole moon thing and and it's funny how this whole thing started was them just going after some others. And then the main character in his group get caught up in the wind of the little rebellion with Luca's brother. And then Nagi starts losing it. And then you got all the, because of the whole personality rehabilitation, what's going on. And then you got everything else. And it's just like, and then revealed that he was the main character along with Luca and her brother were duds to begin with. But at least the main character is the one who has openly mentioned it. The other, Luca, hasn't said it to the group yet, that he was a dud. It's just, then this whole moon, the child of the moon, or like the child made from those of the moon. It's like one of those creation children. I'm just like, oh my gosh. This stuff is crazy. Yeah, there's just so much stuff that's going on. So, let me see something real quick. Let me look at my, just want to look at my schedule. I don't think I have anything. I don't know if I'm streaming. Am I streaming this weekend? I don't think so. I mean, I might not. I mean, if I'm not streaming this week, I'm not streaming this weekend. It's perfectly fine. I need a lot of breathing room anyway because I'm catching up on a lot of, Honkai Star Rail stuff. Am I streaming this Saturday? Oh, it's a just chatting stream. Oh, okay, that's all it is. I'm just chatting, which is perfectly fine. It's at 9 a.m. Yeah, it'll be just me wanting to just chat. You know what I mean? Just chatting. No gaming, just chatting. I mean, I might present something like some art stuff I'm working on or anything like that, but like, all in all, I'm just chatting. You know what I mean? Just kind of give a break from gaming for a little bit. We'll talk about all kinds of stuff. Talk about the gacha games been playing, like Honkai Star and stuff. Talk about other stuff. I mean, I don't just talk about gacha games. I talk about other games. There are other games I like. Gacha games are not my mains, by the way. I love other games from other action games, first-person shooters, some bit of horror games here or there, especially like the Silent Hill series. A couple other games that I have in my roster, other RPGs that I've played. I like the timing of that with the music after I just said that. Yep. So that's what's going to happen. So tomorrow is just it's a just chatting stream. That's all it is. I'm trying to figure out what kind of thumbnail I want. It'll be my detective and like some kind of, maybe just chilling at a desk with some coffee mug or something, having a drink. I don't know. Something. Just chatting with like 3 dots like it's a loading screen. Something. We'll see. All right, folks. Yeah, I had to abruptly end this stream, end this game because of the PS4 was too hot, and so I'm letting the PS4 rest for the whole 9 yards. It's not going to be on for the rest of the day. It's going to be off. I'll mostly be like either on my HSR or doing some other things on my computer at the moment. But all in all, that's what's happening. Other than that, this is just XP signing off on the case of today. For my just chatting tomorrow, just chatting about a lot of games, a lot of other news, a lot of other stuff. I might even hunt for some videos to react to, maybe, depending on what it is. If it's some trailers I haven't watched, I might react to some trailers. You know what I mean? Some little entertainment here and there, but no, I won't be playing any games. So I'll see ya, definitely see ya, Haseo. You all take care, God bless, hit that like button, subscribe. I'd like to see more of my little RPG and gaming investigations live. I still have that video idea in the works, the one about around Tales of Berseria. Of course, if it's a video idea, I have to get some footage, supported footage. If it's a stream idea, that might make things easier. So I won't have to have too much footage, just only a few recordings that I could use as my little evidence pocket of things. But other than that, you all take care. Have peace. Enjoy yourself. God bless you.